Do I have everybody's attention now? Do I have everybody's attention now?
John, I got you.
Do I have everybody's
Sunday
attention
night.
now?
You put them cameras on me, then you must be willing to get that heart touch. This a must-see feeling. The news ain't good, then it must be villain. So I say a tag grounded, I don't trust these ceilings. Spread across your nose, and I'm on your ear. Highest necks on the cloud. Am I in the air? Sunday nights, prime time. I flex mine better. Voltron transform to DX Don. Mega and Unseen. You probably think I'm nice, cause I flow like a stream to your wireless device. And the smoke full of steam on any given night. I'll short like a piece of any given slice. And for the latest and what is best about, I tune in and tune the rest out, Don. You gotta tell them, am I in the clear? Is this thing on? Am I on the air? On the air.
Well, what is going down, everybody? Welcome back to another brand new edition of Am I on the Air? I'm your host, Don Mega, and I welcome you to the show. It's season 20, episode 18, and tonight's show is titled Jerry. We're broadcasting live here from the Red Dragons radio studios here in lovely Tucson, Arizona on this Monday, May the 11th. So, once again, welcome to the show. Welcome. This is your one-stop shop for all the latest and greatest in entertainment news. This is where you come to find out what's going on in the entertainment world. I don't have any new movie reviews for you. We're on lockdown still, and there really hasn't been anything new to dive into. The only new thing that I actually did watch over the weekend was The Hustle. And most of you will probably be like, The Hustle? You don't even probably remember that movie, but it came out last summer with Anne Hathaway and Rebel Wilson. And I never got a chance to see it. And they just this past weekend put it on Amazon Prime and Hulu, so I decided to check it out. And it was alright. It was good for a one-time watch. I got some chuckles out of it. But it's, nothing I'm going to sit here and tell you to run to. So, yeah, that's The Hustle. But I think that's pretty much the only new thing I've seen, and everything else has just been continuing watching the shows, watching some season finales, getting through other shows, getting through my next episode of Defending Jacob, which I'm still getting through on Apple TV. And of course, I want to shout out once again, Upload. Our last episode was called Uploaded, and that was my main review, was Upload on Amazon Prime. And even though it's been, a week since I binged it, I still want to shout it out and tell you all to watch it. If you haven't watched it yet, watch it. And the real good news is that season 2 has already been greenlit. It might be quite some time before we see it due to COVID, but it is greenlit, and we will get a season 2 to upload, so I'm very excited about that. So if you haven't seen it yet, go to your Amazon Prime Video and check out Upload. Okay? So, with no big reviews, I'm going to jump right into the news, and I'm going to kind of start off a little bit on a sad note. And, tonight's episode is titled Jerry, because it's in respect and it's in memoriam for Jerry Stiller. Jerry Stiller passed away yesterday, and it was a shock. I'll tell you, it was very much a shock. He's 92 years old, so he lived a great life. But yes, he passed away due to natural causes yesterday. I'm sorry, no, it wasn't even yesterday. That was this morning when I woke up. So we found out the news. I'm a big King of Queens fan. I've loved King of Queens ever since the show was on the air. And even though the show's not on the air anymore, I still watch it all the damn time. It's the best comedy sitcom in my lifetime. And one of those key components is Jerry Stiller, who of course played Arthur, Carrie's father, in the show. And he's just so damn funny in this show. Even though he's a side character and it's about Doug and Carrie, Arthur is such a big piece to that King and Queens puzzle. And for 9 seasons, I watched this show and fell in love with this character. And I know a lot of other people fell in love with him on Seinfeld, you know. And so there's a lot of love for him. I was very happy to see, looking at my Facebook, how many people shared, you know, their thoughts and their memories, and just kind of shared where their mind was at, and spreading the news that he had passed away and that it was a very sad thing. So, you know, since there was no new reviews and there was nothing super big going on in the last week, I felt, you know, because of my love for King and Queens and my love for Jerry Stiller, that I would represent tonight's show by calling it Jerry, because we love you, Jerry, and you were an inspiration to all of us. And shout out to, you know, Ben Stiller, his son, you know, and just my thoughts and prayers are with the Stiller family and friends. And he led a great life, 92 years old, and looking down on us from heaven for sure. So, all right, like I said, I didn't want to kick it off on a sour note, but that was some very big news that dropped earlier today, and just wanted to kind of touch base on that. Okay, let's get into some other news of the past week. The new Yellowstone Season 3 trailer dropped, so you can check that out right now. And speaking of King and Queens, I'm just going to say, I think I mentioned this on last week's show, since it's on my mind. NBC launched their new streaming service, Peacock, and that's pretty much all I've been watching on Peacock is King and Queens, and we were binging it, me and my wife, all weekend long. So it was very scary to wake up and see the news of his passing, because we were just celebrating him and laughing all weekend long with episodes of King and Queens. So, man, it just sticks with you, man. Just eerily creepy that I just, you know, a show that's been off the air for so many years, we binged all weekend. Even the Lifetime channel was doing a King and Queens marathon, and then Monday morning, boom, Jerry Stiller passed away. Whew, the world works in mysterious ways sometimes. So there you go. Check out the Yellowstone trailer if you're interested in that. Ricky Gervais's Afterlife has been renewed for a third season over on Netflix. CBS finally is letting us in on what's being renewed and what's not, as we start to kind of, you know, since the seasons are all over, what's going on. So here we go. CBS has renewed 18 additional series for the network's 2020 to 2021 season, including All Rise, Blue Bloods, Bull, FBI, FBI Most Wanted, MacGyver, Magnum PI, NCIS, NCIS Los Angeles, NCIS New Orleans, SEAL Team, and SWAT. They've also renewed the comedies Bob Hart's Abishola, The Neighborhood, and The Unicorn, as well as new programs, news programs like 60 Minutes, 48 Hours, and Undercover Boss. Previously renewed already was the shows Evil, Mom, Young Sheldon, Survivor, and The Amazing Race. So that's totaling 23 renewals for the network. Unfortunately, not everything got renewed, as 4 series were canceled, including the sitcom Broke, which I'll tell you, I tried to watch Broke and I got 10 minutes into it and shut it off. That thing was so bad. So it doesn't surprise me there. Carol's Second Act, which I actually dug. I thought it was pretty funny, so that's a little bit of a bummer. Edie Falco's new show Tommy, which I never checked out. And Matt LeBlanc's Man with a Plan. So that was unfortunate. Man with a Plan is actually on its 4th season right now. I like this show. Matt LeBlanc is really cool in this show, and it's one of those good family sitcoms that I can sit down and watch anytime with the whole fam. And so that's a bummer that Man with a Plan has been canceled. Other shows that already ended this season was Hawaii Five-0, Madam Secretary, Criminal Minds, and God Friended Me. So lots of changes going on over at CBS. But hey, congratulations on some of the renewals. Especially, I love The Unicorn, so I'm glad that got picked up for a 2nd season. And I'm so glad SWAT's coming back, because I love SWAT, one of my favorite shows on network television right now. Okay, going on along, Tom Cruise is going to be partnering with NASA for a new space set project. Of course it would be Tom Cruise. Why not? I'd expect nothing less. American Horror Story Season 10 might actually change its planned theme, so they might be making some tweaks to that. Matt Shakman is in talks to direct the new Russo brothers Cambridge Analytica movie that they're putting together. So, yeah, the Russo brothers are really big behind the producing portal right now, and then getting directors to, back out their vision. Chris Pratt heading back to television as he is set to lead the new show The Terminal List over on Amazon Prime, and it is based on the best-selling book series The Terminal List, coming soon to Amazon. I'm glad to see Chris Pratt doing a show on a streaming service. I think that's super cool, so very, very happy about that. She-Hulk. All the scripts have been written for the Disney Plus series. They're all been completed and turned in, so I am hoping that this means we'll get some casting here pretty soon. The Haunting of Bly Manor's Mike Flanagan is going to be adapting The Midnight Club. The Incredible Hulk director Louis Leterrier is in talks for Bright 2. Remember that Will Smith movie on Netflix? He's in talks to direct Bright 2. HBO Max has ordered a new comedy from the Broad City duo Ariello, Downs, and Statsky. That's right, they've ordered a 10-episode single-camera dark comedy from the Broad City alums. Cate Blanchett is in talks to portray Lilith in the Borderlands movie. This is exciting news. I love to see Cate Blanchett. When she came in and did Thor Ragnarok, I was like, I hope this isn't a one-off kind of thing for her, because she was great in that. So seeing her come and do something like Borderlands is super cool. So I like that a lot. Blacklist is going to end with a season 7, not season 7 forever, but season 7 will end with a hybrid live-action / graphic novel style animation. So they're getting creative and doing something a little different. Jim Gaffigan is set to portray Rob Ford in a new upcoming AMC miniseries. We have a new promo teaser for Stargirl, which debuts next Monday, so check that out. The Right Stuff is a new series adaptation, which was coming to National Geographic, but they have moved it to Disney Plus, so it will be on Disney Plus. HBO Max has acquired the Selena Gomez cooking project, so that'll be coming there. Stranger Things Season 4, David Harbour is teasing that we might get more to the Hopper backstory, if we ever get Season 4. We got an article up talking about the Reno 911 revival, which is currently streaming on Quibi, so you can check that out. 10 Cloverfield Lane scribes are set to adapt a new sci-fi short story into a film. We have The Boy 2, Brahms, The Boy 2, is coming to DVD and Blu-ray next month, so you can pick that up, or you can already get it on digital now. New Disney Plus series in the Marvel world called The Fury Files. That's right, and it's set for a May release. I got real excited when I saw this, because I thought, man, they have a secret project with Samuel L. Jackson that they've been hiding, and they're just going to drop this thing on us like later in a couple weeks. Then to find out that what it is they went through like all their animated shows and everything. They picked out all the Nick Fury stuff, and it's a special thing about Nick Fury. So kind of a tease the way they set this up, especially because all the articles had a picture of Samuel L. Jackson on it. So I totally thought we were going to get a new cool show. But hey, something new animated to check out on Disney Plus here later in the month. The 2020 Peabody nominations have been released, and the nominations are led by Stranger Things and Watchmen, and you can check out the full listing on our social media. We also have the full story trailer for The Last of Us Part 2 that you can check out. I believe the game is going to drop in August. We also have the trailer for Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath, which features RoboCop. That's right, so check that out. There is a contest going on to become a part of the new Bill and Ted movie. So the Wild Stallions want you to become a part of Bill and Ted's Face the Music. So go ahead and click that link on our social media, and you can find out more on entering that contest. We got an interesting article up with Josh Trank talking about Fantastic Four reshoots and doing what he could to stop Chronicle 2. Pretty interesting read. Once again, check it out on our Twitter and our Facebook. We have the trailer for The Vast of Night. We also have the trailer for Think Like a Dog, which is a new movie starring Josh Duhamel and Megan Fox. This trailer, it felt like it came right out of the 80s. It actually had a voiceover guy. It's like, in a world with a dog who can talk to you. I'm like, oh my god, the voiceover guy? I haven't heard that in forever. So I think that's going straight to VOD. We also have the first trailer for Space Force, which is a new show coming to Netflix later this month with Steve Carell, and it looks awesome. I am super down for this. Let's see here. What else we got? Give me 1 second. I'm going through some of the TV stuff. Jean Smart is set to play Las Vegas diva in HBO Max comedy. Michael Schur is set to executive produce. I love this news. The Rock and Emily Blunt are teaming back up for a new movie called Ball and Chain. And it's written by Emily Gordon, who wrote The Big Sick that everybody loved. And this movie here, so remember, they did Jungle Cruise together, which got pushed a year and doesn't come out till next summer. But their chemistry was really good, and everybody really likes these two working together. So they've signed up for this new project called Ball and Chain. And the premise of it is they're a married couple who are getting a divorce. And then something happens, a meteor or something, and they end up getting superpowers. But the big twist is that their powers only work if they're together. So I love it because this is going to be like this action comedy superhero kind of movie, and I love the fact of you taking a divorced couple who probably hate each other and don't want to be around each other, but the only way that they can fight crime and use their powers is to be together. So I am super down for this, and I love that it's the writer from The Big Sick. This just sounds like it's going to be a very cool project, so looking forward to Ball and Chain whenever they end up getting around to filming that. Blake Lively is set to lead a new Sean Levy Dark Days movie at the Dark Days at the Magna Carta, which is going to be a new Netflix movie, written and probably directed by Sean Levy, and Blake Lively will star in that. We know that they're moving forward with a Scream 5, and original idea was saying that this is going to be a complete spin-off. This is going to really have nothing to do with the original. Well, guess what? Neve Campbell is in discussions to return. So we are moving forward in the exact chronological order. We have a picture up of Kristen Wiig's Cheetah fighting Wonder Woman in a new pick from Wonder Woman 84. The thing that bugs me about this picture when I look closely at it, one of my earliest concerns about Kristen Wiig being in this movie and about Cheetah being the villain is that they were going to do something stupid with Cheetah. That Cheetah would just be Kristen Wiig in, a leopard cat suit, right? That she wouldn't really turn into a cheetah. And who knows where the movie's going to take me. But in this picture, she's my worst nightmare. Kristen Wiig is dressed in the damn cheetah print outfit fighting Wonder Woman. And I'm like, oh, hell no. She better turn into a goddamn cheetah. So I'm a little concerned at this point that this is the picture they chose to release, because we really haven't seen anything from Kristen Wiig, and here we are. So fingers crossed that this is just still a tease. The Masked Singer has been renewed for season 4 over at Fox, so that is awesome. FX has given a series order to a half-hour anthology project from former The Office and Mindy Project veteran B.J. Novak. Netflix has revealed that Patton Oswalt is going to release a new comedy special called I Love Everything. Hey, there's another King Queens reference right there. Patton Oswalt. Spencer. He's awesome. Bright director David Ayer is reuniting with Netflix to adapt the book 6 Years. CBS All Access is going to be undergoing a summer reboot with some new programming. So that's right. So if you're a CBS All Access subscriber, they're going to basically give the app a reboot, a facelift. And they're going to add a bunch of other stuff that they've acquired over the last year. So you're going to get stuff from a lot of other networks, a lot of extra movies. So they're really going to beef up CBS All Access, which is really cool. Muppets Now is going to be a short-form series that's going to be arriving on Disney Plus later this summer. Disney Plus is developing a National Treasure TV series. So this was interesting news. I was like, okay. It is going to be a new cast. It's going to be a younger cast. I don't know if they're supposed to be the movie cast at a younger age or if it's going to be something like a spin-off. But they're also saying that they're working on the script for National Treasure 3. So they're saying they'll still move forward with a third one that will have Nicolas Cage in the team, but that they also want to do the younger versions for the TV series. So, hey, I'm down. Give me something cool and exciting for Disney Plus. Why not? We need more Disney Plus. Ari Aster is producing a new English remake of the South Korean film Save the Green Planet. Disney Plus has greenlit Just Beyond, series adaptation of R.L. Stine's graphic novels. We have the trailer for Becky, which, hey man, there's a lot of King and Queens references today. Becky is a new movie with Kevin James from King and Queens, in a new horror thriller movie where he's actually the bad guy. So very, very interesting. So check out that Becky trailer. HBO Max and Crunchyroll are partnering for a new anime lineup. So I know my boy Peeps is super excited about this. He's going to sign up for HBO Max just due to this. Mark Guggenheim is set to adapt Rob Liefeld's Prophet. That's right, they're going to be turning Prophet into a movie. So I wonder what my boy Friggins thinks about that one. Looks like a cool character. How will it be on film? We'll have to wait and see. But yes, Mark Guggenheim will be working on that. Here Comes the Flood. Simon Kinberg's script is drawing multiple offers, and I believe, just breaking news, that Netflix has won the bidding war on that. So I think that's where Here Comes the Flood will be going. The Russo brothers are going to be producing that new live-action Hercules remake, and they have talked about their new take on the remake, and that's not going to be as straightforward as the cartoon. We also have your first look at Catherine Langford in the new Arthurian series, Cursed. So you can check that out. We also have some first look photos of Charlize Theron in Netflix's new action film, The Old Guard. Netflix is going to be moving forward with a new Spike Lee film called The Five Bloods. So that'll be coming here actually pretty soon. They've already been working on that. Ava DuVernay has offered up an update on the New God script. Yes, it's still working. It's still coming. It's pretty much the gist of it. A Children of the Corn remake is already shooting in Australia, so we didn't know nothing about this, and then we find out it's already been shooting. They've been quietly shooting down in Australia. Ryan Reynolds says that there are infinite possibilities for Deadpool over at Disney, so he says yes, they're hoping to work on it sooner rather than later, but that there's still a lot of things they've been discussing on the table for his incorporation into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, or hey, maybe in his own sandbox on the side. Sony has admitted that they did nix a Spider-Verse crossover, which would have had Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland as a part of it, but they chose not to do it. White Collar's Matt Bomer confirms that real conversations are happening about a revival, so we'll see what happens with that. Betty White is set to star as a Santa whisperer in a new Lifetime Christmas movie. SNL had its season finale this past weekend with their third at-home edition, which is actually they've actually been pretty funny, and I appreciate the SNL crew trying to do something remotely like that. It's super, super cool. Wonderful World of Disney movie night has been revived over at ABC, so very, very cool there. Starting May 20th, they will be doing Moana, and then they'll be doing Up and a whole bunch more. But for those of us with Disney Plus, we got all that stuff already. Project Blue Book and Nightfall have been canceled over on the History Network. Mike Flanagan is developing the adaptation of Stephen King's book Revival, so he's a busy, busy man. BritBox's Isolation Story series from Jeff Pope is premiering in June. Tamura Morrison is returning to Star Wars in The Mandalorian Season 2. That's right, the man who played Jango Fett in the prequels will be back to play Boba Fett in Season 2. I'm hearing it's probably going to be a very small role, but for a character I thought was going to pop up in the first season, now we find out he's coming in the second one, and I love that it's Tamura Morrison reprising his role. Alex Wolff is in negotiations for a new M. Night Shyamalan film. I can totally see him in one of those. Jan Broberg, Abduction Story, gets a limited series adaptation. EA has confirmed that Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order will be the first game in a new franchise. Sarah Silverman and Seth Rogen are set to lead the new HBO Max animated series. CBS has given official green light orders to The Equalizer, the new show Clarice, and Be Positive. So Clarice is going to be a Silence of the Lambs prequel. Equalizer is going to be a female-led version with Queen Latifah, and Be Positive is going to be a new comedy sitcom with I'm spacing his name, but the main dude from Silicon Valley. So very cool additions there. We already talked about this earlier, but Amazon officially greenlit season 2 of Upload. So very, very happy about that. ABC's concert special, Taylor Swift, City of Lover, is set to air May 17th. So keep an eye out for that. We have your first Netflix teaser trailer for The Babysitter's Club. HBO's I May Destroy You gets us June 7th premiere date. Never even heard of this, but yes. The Falcon and Winter Soldier can officially resume production in Prague, so I'm glad they can get back to work. Avatar sequels and Lord of the Rings are also scheduled to resume production in New Zealand, so I love it, man. We're starting to get back to business a little bit. If you're filming out of the country, you can get going. Elizabeth Moss goes positively mad in the new Twisted trailer for her new movie, Shirley. So check this out. It looks pretty cool. Rumor has it that Karen Gillan, of course, from Jumanji and the Avengers movies, Nebula, that she is going to be the new star of the Pirates of the Caribbean reboot, that she'll be the one replacing Johnny Depp. So we'll see where that goes. They just can't let the damn Pirates of the Caribbean die, can they? It's crazy. We have the new trailer for King of Staten Island, starring Pete Davidson. This is the new Judd Apatow movie. I don't like that this is Pete Davidson, but I do love Judd Apatow, and I love everything he's done. So I have a feeling this will be a really good movie. So I'm looking forward to it. This movie was going to be theatrical. It is going straight to VOD now, and it'll be out in June. Comic-Con is teasing an at-home edition, so we'll see where that takes us. We don't know much other details other than that. The Superman and Lois show has been officially greenlit on the CW, so that is coming, so very cool there. Younger, remember that show Younger? A spin-off focused on Hilary Duff's Kelsey Peters is reportedly in development. We had another passing on May 8th, which was Roy Horn of Siegfried and Roy, passed away at the age of 75 due to COVID-19 complications. So very sad to hear, man. And I know they're supposed to be doing some new Tiger King episodes actually based on Roy Horn. So that'll be pretty cool. Another passing, and I hate, man, we've got a lot on this episode. Little Richard, Tutti Frutti, all Rudy. Little Richard, rock and roll legend, Tutti Frutti, baby, dead at the age of 87. Man, once again, thoughts and prayers. Little Richard, Jerry Stiller, Roy Horn. So many passings in 1 week, man. It's crazy. 2020 is just up to no good. Ride Along director Tim Story is reteaming with Kevin Hart for a new movie called Night Wolf, which will be a comedic superhero type movie. So I like the sounds of it. Mary J. Blige stars in a new horror film called Body Cam. You can check out that trailer right now. And the final Stargirl trailer debuted as well before Monday's premiere. Dave. Everybody's been telling me, you gotta watch Dave. A lot of people liking the show. Dave has scored a season 2 renewal as it has become FX's most watched comedy series ever. So congratulations to Dave. I will definitely check it out now. Fox has also renewed Bob's Burgers for season 11. The show Clarice that we talked about earlier, Cal Penn has joined the cast of the series. 13 Reasons Why final season is set to debut on June 5th. So coming to Netflix, the 4th and final season. American Horror Stories. That's right, Ryan Murphy developing an American Horror Story spin-off series called American Horror Stories, which is set to be 1 hour contained episodes. So 1 hour contained episodes that don't overarch in anything else. That's why they're spin-offs. So I at first I was like, this sounds stupid because it's just you put an S on the end of stories and now we have a spin-off. But I like that it's a contained story. It's not something that's going to stretch out over 10 episodes. Every week will be something different for that hour, which I can dig. So I like it. Bill Skarsgård starring as Swedish gangster Clark Olofsson in a new Netflix series. The New Mutants still scheduled for a theatrical release at this point, so they haven't determined a new date and time. but they're saying it will still go theatrical. So I'm curious and very shocked to see that they're holding on to that. Andy Serkis teases that the new Batman movie is going to be a darker take on the Caped Crusader. So look at that, man. Everybody bitches Zack Snyder for being dark, and then here we go with a darker take on Batman. Supposedly, reportedly, rumor mill, Sabine Wren is set to appear in The Mandalorian Season 2 as well. So they are really stacking Season 2 of The Mandalorian. Dan Harmon is teasing that conversations are happening regarding a Community movie. The Friends reunion special that should have already been taped for the HBO Max debut will likely be filmed before the end of the summer. Michael Douglas is teasing that Ant-Man 3 news is on the way. The CW has acquired Swamp Thing and some other series, including Tell Me a Story. And this is the interesting news about it. So Swamp Thing was on the DC Universe, and they did one season and it was canceled. So because of COVID shutdown, because that series couldn't finish filming and stuff, they're trying to acquire rights to other shows that they can just air and fill some programming time. So the CW will air the one and only season of Swamp Thing this summer. They also acquired Tell Me a Story, which has 2 seasons on CBS All Access, and they'll be airing both of those seasons as well. So does it mean we could get new seasons of these shows? Probably not. But at least, it'll give a bigger audience to these shows for people that didn't have those streaming services. And then another one that's being acquired is Fox. So the Fox network has added LA's Finest to its schedule this summer. LA's Finest is the Bad Boys spinoff with Jessica Alba and Gabriel Union. This show has already aired on the Spectrum network, which I don't have, so I was pretty bummed because I was looking forward to LA's Finest, but now I can watch it on Fox. Yay! So I'm very excited about that. Fox has also announced its fall schedule. Its pandemic-proof plan has been revealed, as shows like 911 and other scripted fare have been pushed to 2021. So like 911, for example, just had its season finale tonight, and we're not going to get any till 2021? That's going to be a big gap. But I get it, man. Nothing's been able to be filmed, so it doesn't look like we're getting back our shows in September or October like we usually do. All 10 episodes of Jordan Peele's The Twilight Zone Season 2 are heading to CBS All Access on June 25th. So that is very, very cool. The Peacock Network is set to launch the At-Home Variety Show, which will be a short-form, star-studded series featuring Seth MacFarlane that will help raise funds for Feeding America, America Cares, and the United Way. So very cool. Love to see Peacock getting in on this, so I like it. And that's it. That's the last big piece of news. And remember, Peacock is free if you have Comcast Xfinity. If not, you'll be able to subscribe to it in July. All right, my friends, that will do it for me here tonight. We kept this baby at a nice, smooth 32 minutes, and I appreciate you. So, man, sorry for some of the bummer stuff. Three passings in one episode, I think, is a record. We do the show every week, so to have 3 within 1 week is nuts. But hey, on the other hand, thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for tuning in. Once again, I'm so blessed to be able to be here and record with you guys every week and put on this show, give you new episodes. You don't have to wait till 2021 to get new Am I on the Air episodes, because I'm here, man. And I hope you guys are all staying happy, healthy, safe, washing your hands, just, take care of yourselves, for sure, and try to, hopefully, America's starting to open back up and we can start to get back to some normalcy around here. So let's do some shout outs and wrap this baby up, man. Our official webpage is amiontheair.com. We are available on Facebook. Go ahead and give us a like. It's facebook.com/amiontheair. Follow us on Twitter at amiontheair. You can follow me on Twitter at dxdonmega. Follow me on Stardust at donmega, DONMEGA. You can subscribe to us on Apple Podcast. Please give us a 5-star review. If Apple Podcast ain't your thing, don't you worry. We got you covered. You can always stream us and listen on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Podchaser, Spreaker, Stitcher, TuneIn. We're on all the webs, Google Play, Google Podcast. So get us where you can get us. We are available on YouTube and Instagram as well. So go ahead and just search Am I on the Air? And thanks to our great affiliates at reddragonsradio.com. That's reddragonsradio.com. Follow on Twitter at reddragonsradio. So on that note, my friends, thank you so much. Have a great week. We'll be back again next week, and we'll see what new has come along to talk about, and we'll get you caught up once again in all the latest and greatest in entertainment news. So take care of yourselves and each other, and until next time, y'all, peace.
Bye, everybody. Red Dragons! Red Dragons!